Hey guys, welcome to the Silver Report. Here we are, it's Thursday, March 30th, 2017. We have gold currently trading at $1,249.60. Silver's trading at $18.27. And let's get right into some of the economic factors that will be playing a part into the price of precious metals. Because while, of course, in America, they seem to be sleeping to just what is going on, what we're seeing is that the UK investors, their gold bar demand has surged 39% since Brexit even became an idea. And as the UK triggered its formal departure from the European Union, gold demand from UK investors remains ongoing and robust, with increased numbers of British investors diversifying into physical gold in order to hedge the considerable uncertainties and volatility that the coming months and years will bring. Now, this is a major move that is taking place. The UK government yesterday triggered Article 50. They're leaving the European Union. And now what we know about the European Union is that it is a central bank-controlled region. And whenever one of its members, was thought inconceivable for any of them to be able to depart from the European Union. And what we're seeing is Great Britain, one of the larger economies in the bloc, is now departing from the European Union. Now, these negotiations they're going to be heading into about the terms of their departure, it could cause massive rocks in the system and in the markets. It's creating considerable uncertainty and concerns about the political, the economic outlook, both for the United Kingdom and also for the EU itself. Demand for gold bars by UK investors had surged 39% in 2016. So the resulting political, economic uncertainty, it's creating a drive for people to want to go and find security, a safe haven. That is a massive increase, 39%. Given the scale of what is taking place, is that one of these countries is finally wanting to stand up and put an end to some of the issues. It's not only political and economic. There's just some real philosophical issues that are taking place in the EU where they no longer have a choice who is allowed into their country. They're called criminals if they want to enforce borders. And we also see not only do we have Brexit, but coming up in 3 weeks, we have the vote in France to see who's going to be the new leader. If Marine Le Pen is elected, what will take place is France is going to leave the European Union also. We could watch a breakup of this bloc and a destruction of the euro. It could cause mass uncertainty. In fact, the major banks have already begun moving all of their offices out of London because they want to operate within the EU, so they need to move themselves over. And so we've seen these major centralized banks, the same banks that are part of this massive cartel, have begun moving their offices and creating new offices in other countries in the EU. Gold had edged up in recent days. It appears in sterling terms, the pound has fallen against gold, and gold in sterling terms is back above the important psychological level of €1,000 per ounce. So the pound, it fluctuated wildly as she went and triggered Article 50. So what we're really facing is a period of uncertainty for financial markets because this is, I suppose, the first time that anyone's ever left the European Union. And just what that means for Ireland, what that means for the EU, it's yet to be found out. But we can expect from this move, despite the United Kingdom's national debt now that grows at such a high rate from being in the EU, is that headlines could rock markets almost daily, weekly, monthly, and we could see so much fluctuation. It could become very dangerous for people that are in the markets and in unsafe assets. It's probably why the United Kingdom's population has been surging to purchase gold during this time, and yet we just sit around like there's nothing really going on, nothing really happening. And it really just shows, I mean, look at our political landscape in the United States. It's just about a civil war over Obamacare. And there is a attempted coup going on inside of the Republican Party to try to purge members out of there. And instead of working together and discussing some of their objectives, what we're going to be facing is deadlock, because what we're going to have up until 2018 is a solid block within the Republican Party. Now, we have a Republican House and a Republican Senate and a Republican president. This is something that has not happened in almost 100 years. They could pass whatever laws they want without anybody stopping them. Really. And instead of uniting and talking and getting in and discussing just what it is they want to accomplish, they want to make this big show where they go on to put headlines and want to just show the people that they're working for them. But really, when it comes to, we have to pass the bill to see what's in the bill. It's kind of the same thing going on. It's just a different size. You know, they put on different costumes. It's the same hand behind it all. And it's really sad, but really people are underestimating that the fact that a lot of these things that they want to accomplish are not going to be able to get done, especially when you have blocks that are being isolated from the rest of the Republican Party and not one Democrat that's going to vote for you. Just survey the landscape right now. We need unity. All right, thank you guys for joining me here on the Silver Report. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe, like the videos, share the videos, get the word out. I thank you so much for stopping by. As always, stay safe.